Hello guys, my name is MJ. Today we're going to be watching Michigan Daily. They just released an article about a few minutes ago. We're going to read it together and then we're going to talk about it and understand each other and everything. So let's get into it, shall we? So keep in mind, I was there. I was there to have a conversation with Myron and speak to Myron and everything and telling him thank you and everything. I think that he's a good person. We need a person like him that can teach us the right way and make us understand the truth about society. The news article says, podcast influencer Myron Gaines debates students spread anti-Semitism, misogyny, and racism. Anti-Semitism, misogyny, and racism. Too many liberals, man. Content warning. This article contains mention of anti-Semitism, justice, and Holocaust denial. Far-right men's right influencer Myron Gaines, Fresh and Fit podcast co-host, held a debate event with University of Michigan students and community members and the dialogue Thursday afternoon. He was hosted by Uncensored America chapter at the university. Uncensored America has previously hosted events with Gaines universities across the country, including the Ohio State University and the Pennsylvania State University. At about noon, Gaines' team set up a large tent with It's funny how sensitive they are. Oh my god. It's funny how sensitive they are, bro. It's like, at noon, Myron Gaines set up a large tent with camera. Oh yay. Bro, I hate how sensitive they are, bro. It's funny how they are, bro. With a large tent and camera. With a large tent with camera gear on a dialogue. In front of Hetcher, Gratitude Liberty. Gaines appeared shortly after and invited students to debate him in front of a crowd of more than 100 people. He displayed as a large sign that read, "ICE did nothing wrong. Prove me wrong." I think that he's right. You know, when it comes to a law, you have to listen to the law. Alright? When it comes to immigration and everything, if you came here illegally, you deserve to get arrested. There's no complaint about that. And I defend that too. I defend that too, by the way. As an immigrant citizen, I am an immigrant citizen. I have a citizenship, so I'm good to go. But if you're here illegally, I think you should leave. Leave the country. Why are you here illegally? You know? You gotta let them know, then you can be here. So I do agree with that. ICE did nothing wrong. Yeah, I do agree with that. Prove me wrong. Gaines is a leader figure in the Manosphere, an online network claiming to address men's struggles. Really? Really? Michigan Daily? Are you serious now? Are you serious now? You're saying claiming. Claiming, right? Claiming, right? If he's the one who's telling us to improve on ourselves, that's claiming, right? If he's the one who's telling us how to, not focus on women right now, and not focus on your health, focus on your wealth, go to work, get a job, understand society first, be open-minded, read, learn English, claiming, right? I hate how, a hero, they do everything that they can to make him a villain. Claiming to address men's struggles. Claiming, right? Okay, Michigan Daily, what would you address? What would you say that can make it factual? So just because I'm here telling men to go to the gym, not focus on women right now, they are useless, they want to waste your time, they want to get your attention, they want to make you lazy, So this is me, I'm claiming to help men's struggles. I'm claiming, right? I hate, this is funny to me. This is so funny to me, bro. This is so funny to me, bro. This is hilarious, bro. He regularly posted misogynistic social media content and authored a book titled Why Women Deserve Less in 2023. I'm gonna buy that book. I'm gonna buy that book, chat. I don't give a fuck. I will buy that book. Cause they are, bro. They are useless. Gaines introduced himself to the audience and began yelling racist comments towards Indian and East Asian people for the next hour. But can you say if it's true or not? But can you say if it's true or not? That's the question. Can you say if it's true or not? Asian people, come on, chat. Like, we all know that Asians are good at math. Come on, bro. We all know how high IQ Asian people are, bro. We all know that shit. So I don't think that's racist to me. I would take it as a compliment, to be honest. I would take it as a compliment. Like, we gotta stop being sensitive. We gotta stop being sensitive, and we gotta wake up as well. For the next hour, Gaines fields questions with multiple people, debating them about U.S. immigration and customs enforcement, gender identity, and anti-Semitism. Yeah, they're just crying right now. Gender identity, I spoke about that. And anti-Semitism, I spoke about that. In an interview with the Michigan Daily during the event, Gaines said the killing of Good ICE agent Jonathan Ross in Minneapolis, which has sparked immense national backlash but was defended by the White House, was fully justified. It was fully justified. It was. Because you cannot enforce the law. You can't disrespect the law. That's like me saying to an officer for pulling me over, go fuck yourself, officer. Why am I here? The officer will have the right to arrest me. Who am I to speak to an officer inappropriately? I have no right to do anything illegal. That's illegal. You can get arrested for that. I would say it's justified too. It is justified. The loss of any life is a horrible situation, but the officer was completely justified in that shooting. Gaines said you don't get to commit a felony and try to run over an ICE officer and just walk away from it. A lot of times he was 100% justified in what he did. That's facts. 100%, I agree with that. Okay. LSA Sophie Moore asked, that's a person. Asked Gaines how he could defend ICE agents detaining millions of undocumented residents and deporting them. It's not undocumented residents. If you say undocumented residents, then how come they did not come to me? Because they know I'm here legally. It's just a fucked up statement just to cry about. Most presidents are pussies. That's what Gaines said. They don't want to enforce it because it's considered political justice, suicide. Gaines said Donald Trump is the first president to say, you know what? We're going to put our foot down and actually enforce immigration for once. And what we are seeing in the culmination of decade of kicking the can down the road and not dealing with the problem of mass immigration in the United States. 100%. 100%. I am here legally. If you're here illegally, get the fuck out. Why are you here? We don't want you here. Get the fuck out. Alright? Stop being emotional all the time and face justice. In an interview with the Daily University research assistant, a transgender woman, she expected Gaines to make derogatory comments during the event. I'm happy this tent was up here so I could speak on a microphone to the broader community. Kyle Straw said, I went in knowing that. The same as if you go into a Charlie Kirk debate. People are going to just go to ad hoc attacks. Try to attack identity despite saying identity politics is stupid. Gaines said he believes men and women should have different social roles, 100%. I think feminism has created a lot of problems, that's true, and I don't think men and women are equal. Gaines said, I think we have completely different roles, and I think feminism itself has created a lot of the destructive, progressive policies that we have now. I agree. During the debate, Gaines said he believes the widely accepted figure of 6 million Jewish people murdered in the Holocaust is an overestimate. He had also previously expressed support for Adolf Hitler in an X post. Gaines claims he used inflammatory language to what he considered really strict social norms. I stand by being able to say what you want to say and not being pussified about it. Gaines said, the issue here is we have a lot of political correctness. We got a lot of people who are soft. That's 100%. Yeah. Factual. That's a factual statement. Stop being soft. We got a lot of people that are scared to say what's on their mind. So, when I say we like Hitler, that's to defy the norm where, oh my god, you can't say that. Then Wiederman, LSA Senior and Campus Fellow of End Jew Hatred, asked Gaines if he had something to say to Jewish students who attended the university. What is your response to over 6,000 Jewish students on the campus across the political spectrum that feel unsafe that someone like yourself is on their all campus rolls? Wiederman asked. In response, Gaines insulted Wiederman and told him to go to Israel if he doesn't like free speech. We cooking this bitch. We cooking this bitch now. Freedom of speech now. W! Fucking W, bro! Fucking W! I don't give a fuck. Stop being a bitch. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. Gaines said, what the hell this is the United States of America. Freedom of speech is a thing here. It's not Tel Aviv. If you guys don't like it, go back to fucking Tel Aviv, man. Oh my god, I fucking love him. Earlier in the event, Gaines performed a Nazi salute. Okay, alright. Questions why Gaines claims he doesn't support violence. Gaines claims he doesn't support violence after performing the gesto, and Gaines responded by saying there is too much focus on the killing of Jewish people and not enough focus on other aspects of World War II. We only focus on this one part of World War II. We don't focus on all the other parts of World War II or the other genocide that happened. We only focus on this number of 6 million Jewish people that were allegedly killed during the Holocaust, Gaines said. Thank you. W. Michigan Daily for spreading factual evidence. And I can tell this is what Myron Gaines would say. 100%. W. Okay. Gaines left after about an hour, returning at 5 p.m. and remaining until approximately 8 p.m. Yeah. Debating most students and individuals who had traveled from across the Midwest. One debater was a music theater and dancer senior who requested to remain anonymous due to fear of retribution. The student is referred to as VS in the article. VS said, as a non-binary transgender woman, she was harassed by audience members about her gender identity throughout her debate with Gaines. At one point, VS asked Gaines about his use of the Nazi salute, promoting multiple audience members to repeat the gesture, which was captured by the Daily in an interview with the Daily. VS said she was disgusted by what she saw. When I was like, wait, did you just do a Nazi salute? Like, how many other Nazis are there in the crowd than when three people did the salute, and then all of a sudden it's like 10 people, and all of a sudden it's like 20 people. VS said, I think it's completely abhorrent. They don't understand what they're doing, and this seems like a repeat on the 30s and 40s. In an email statement to the Daily Uncensored America founder Sean Semenko, wrote the organization's chapter at the university wanted to host Gaines to increase political dialogue on the campus. Okay. The message we hoped students get was that free speech is more important now than ever before. Semenko wrote, after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, it became very obvious that some people in this country don't want you to have debates. They don't want free speech. That's factual. Without free speech, we don't have a country. That's also factual. We must continue to have debate with all sides and never let evil win. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Never let evil win. Allahu Akbar. Let me just fucking type that shit. I don't give a fuck. By the way, thank you, Michigan Daily, for spreading factual evidence, alright? Thank you for spreading factual information. I thought they are gonna be against us. I thought that they are not gonna spread the truth. I thought they are not gonna tell the truth, which is good. And I have a feeling that if they did not speak the truth, then I have a feeling that like Myron Gaines or Uncensored America would sue them for not posting the truth. So I'm very, very happy about that. Breaking, new retarded hit piece just dropped. And then I just commented, I said, they take feelings over factual evidence. Oh, I'm hurt. I can't do this. I can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't speak about us. You can't do that. You can't speak about transgender. So retarded, man. So retarded. The retardiest. W. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity. We really needed this. Thank you for your support. The truth matters more than anything. The truth really matters more than anything. Be open-minded and learn. Understand yourself. You know. Alright, chat. I'm out. Peace.